on today's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our smart contracts project. Let's have a look at what we're going to be going over today. And today I did decide that we're going to go ahead and get inside our Remix IDE so I can show you those price comparisons between our constants and our storages. So let's dive right in. It is going to be kind of a long video, so we're going to dive right in to get things moving. So as you can see, I already have the contract compiled, everything we need, and I did revert the constants back to their storage forms. You can see here minimum USD is now lowercase, and I removed the constant keyword, and I removed the setting that we had. Let's move down a little bit more so I can show you everything before we move forward. Now you can see here in our deploy, we have our self.minimum USD, and we set that to the as wave value of $5 worth of ETH. And we also had to revert it back here in our fund function. You can see here is a self.minimum USD again. So that's being said, we can move forward. Let's get in and get everything we need to move forward. Like I said, this is going to be a kind of a long video because we're going to do it both ways. So this is the first way we're going to view it. And this is going to be the way of the storages instead of the constants. Let's get that copied. And this is going to be our deploy address here. That's going to get us our price feed. And then the address, the address we're going to use is one of these. So we're going to go here. We're going to copy this address. This is the address we want to actually send the funds to. So we're going to copy and paste that one here. So that's where we want to send it. And then we're going to go back to our owner contract, which is this one. So everything should be set now. So let's go ahead and deploy our contract first and foremost with our price feed in it. So you can see here, it actually deployed. Let's get that open so we can go over some information really quickly. So as you can see, we can check it. We can see the price feed, address 5306, and that corresponds to this 5306 here from the Sepolia chain, letting us know this is where we're going to be pulling our price from. If we were checking the price, then we can check the owner of the contract. It's going to end in a DDC4. Let's go up really quickly so you can see. As you can see, this owner account here, DDC4, letting us know that this account is the owner of the contract and it's the one that is deploying it. So we can move back down once again. Let's go to the minimum USD price, and that's set at $5 of ETH in the form of way. So let's get that copied. And we're gonna actually put that here in this field here in the way. Let them know that's what we want. Then we're gonna deploy our address, and this is the address we want to send the funds to. So let's go down, and we can actually open this one up here. As you can see, it is open. This is the address we want to send it to. So let's double check here. It's saying 0, but of course it's not 0 because it comes with 100 in it already. I guess it takes a while to populate. So this is the one here we're sending it from. We're sending it from this address and we're sending it to this address here. So let's go back down and actually fund and see what happens. As you can see, it populated now. It just needed some time. Let's hit the fund button here. So now as you can see, it changed to 105. And our from contract, or the contract that the owner or the funds coming from, should be changed also. As you can see, they go down by 5, so it's 94 instead of 99. So that's that. Let's actually check the transaction now so we can see some details. I'll just click on this here and then open up our transaction for us. Let me move this up some so we can get a better look. So that's opened up. You can see we have some information now that we open the transaction. And I'll just scroll down. And as you can see here, we have our gas, 24,224 is gas. And then our transaction cost is going to be a 21160. Now that's how much it costs to actually send this transaction using the storages. Now what we're going to do is we're going to change these back to constants and we're going to compare the two prices. So let's do this. We're going to make this minimum USD. And we're going to use the keyword constant. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. And it's already, I'm just going to hit the tab button so it can actually populate it for us. We're setting that to the as wave value of $5 worth of ETH. So we're going to get and copy this minimum USD. Let's control, let's go down. And we're actually going to remove it altogether from the deploy method because, again, we're setting it up at top as we initialize it. So we don't need this at all here. So we're going to remove it all together. And then we're going to go down to our fund function and actually change this to the constant version with the all capital letters, and we're going to do that by doing this here. So that is set now. We're going to go back to our contract. We're going to recompile, make sure everything goes through the way it should. So everything went through fine and recompiled. Let's go back to our deploy. We're actually going to erase all of the old stuff here, or the old. Let's get that one erased, and let's get This one erased here. And I'm going to use the same price feed address, of course. The only thing we did different is change the variable from a store to a constant. So let's get in and put our address back there. We're going to leave this address the same because we're going to use the same two address, and then we're going to use the same owner address. So let's just get and deploy this now so we can get our information. Everything is deployed. Let's get that pulled back up. It should still be the same information. The owner should still be the DDC4, as you can see. Price feed should still be the 5306, and the minimum USD should still be the same. We're going to get and copy this. We'll copy that. We'll put that in the value field here, and then we'll actually deploy our to address, letting us know this is the contract we're sending it to. And that's just populate here where we can open up. As you can see, it's 105. It's still 105 from the last time we sent it. So now we can get ahead and fund it. Yep, so everything is good. So now we just get ahead and fund it. And it should be 110 now. Bam. So you can see it went up. We just funded it. That shouldn't be any different. Everything worked fine. Let's go back and check our from contract. You can see it went down again to 89 here from 94. So everything is still working the way it should. The only thing we did was change our storages to constants, as you can see with our capitals. Now we're going to open this information up and see what the difference was with the cost price. So if you remember, the cost price or the transaction price was 21.60 in gas, and it's actually the exact same here for both ways we did it. Even though the constants should be a little bit more cost effective, I guess because we're actually using it in a test environment, it's not going to use as much gas anyway, so it's not really accounting for an actual real world case scenario. But as you can see, we just did a price comparison, and usually the constants are cheaper or more cost effective to send, but in this instance, everything is exactly the same. As you can see, it's still 24,224 for the gas, and then the transaction cost is 21160 for the transaction cost. Now, that's just something I wanted to go over for you and let you know that we are able to navigate through our contract successfully. And we are able to go between storages and constants, as you saw. And that's where we're at with it. So that's going to be the end of this comparison module. Tomorrow we will pick up with a new module. But, of course, I will keep you posted every step of the way. For now, this is the Python Papi. You guys stay Gucci.